Skeptics get accused of being closed-minded.
There are people who think that we just talk about how do we keep the secret from the public, because we all know the magic. Magic's real, and magic is special. But those jerks are just trying to make it so that nobody ever finds out about the magic so they can use it for themselves.
There's a Facebook group that started that wanted to storm Area 51 to find the aliens or to find the alien technology. What a ridiculous idea.
I heard that there's not enough accommodations for all these people that are coming.
Minnesota Skeptics are a group of like-minded people that enjoy critical thinking and science communication.
Scientific skepticism, which is the sort of actual term, I guess, which also makes it sound like we're skeptical of science. What a stupid term.
And when you bring a group of skeptics together, you end up talking about everything from Bigfoot to aliens to anti-vaxxers. You end up talking about all the stuff that we try to fight against.
Were you there a long time ago when we did the 9/11 thing?
Yeah. The guy came in who saw the word skeptics and thought that we were skeptics of the thing
9/11.
Yeah, and then he came in and he got up and left, basically. And then he said, I didn't think this was this kind of group, and got up and left. Absolutely anybody's welcome to attend, no matter what you believe. If you think that you saw Bigfoot at one point, come on in and tell us about it. We'd love to hear it.
A skeptic doesn't mean Bigfoot's not real, although Bigfoot's not f***ing real, okay?
A skeptic is someone who's interested in rational and clear thinking.
I want to know where the information has come from and how it was arrived before I end up believing it.
Being a skeptic is learning how to question. It's not necessarily just not accepting anything.
I could be wrong about that thing that you believe in but I disagree with, but show me good evidence and I'll change my mind.
The willingness to question almost any aspect of your belief system.
The moon landing, with this guy talking about how it is absolutely impossible with the technology that they have and the shots that they have to have faked the moon landing.
Yeah, he's a filmmaker.
Yeah, he's a filmmaker. That was a really good.
Since we couldn't even fake it.
Yeah, really good article. It's one of my favorite jokes about. Everybody always says that Stanley Kubrick faked it, and one of my favorite jokes about that is that Stanley Kubrick was hired by NASA to fake the moon landing, but he was such a purist and perfectionist that he insisted that they do it on location.
That's right.
So they had to build the rockets. The members of this group are very diverse as far as like their backgrounds go. Like, I am a cabinet maker. We have astrophysicists. We have plasma physicists. We have biotech engineers.
You've got people who've come from a religious background. You've got people who are atheist or very political. And trying to have some good discussions without getting into heated arguments is fantastic.
When they have two flat earthers, like one says that the earth is flat this way and the other one says, it's this way, they're diametrically opposed views, but because they're both conspiracy theorists, they're like, they'll overlap them, or everything's okay as long as you're on that side.
So as long as we're against the standard model explanation for whatever it is our conspiracy is about, then we're all friends.
Well, they identify as the ones that are being ganged up on by everybody else. So I would assume that would be why they relate and can bond over that.
It's like relating and bonding over coming here and talking about them. And the nice thing about something like Flat Earth is that we don't have to worry about people being hurt by it like you do with like the anti-vaccine conspiracy theories and stuff like that. Flat Earth, nobody's getting hurt. I went on a little skeptical adventure the other day.
Oh, good. Start with that.
So there's this gal. She is a Minnesota-based homeopath.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I went to visit her the other day. Talked to her a little bit.
Oh, really?
About vaccinating my kids. She's not a fan. We talked about vaccines for a while, and it turns out that I can get the same results through a homeopathic vaccine that she was willing to sell me. Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I actually started coming was I had a little brother who had a brain tumor, and I was inundated with all this crazy insanity at the time, and I'm like, I gotta go see some people that at least if I hold a conversation with them, they aren't going to tell me I should get some bee venom or bee pollen and he'll be cured.
I've been seeing the ads.
Yeah.
You know, it's a jury found that Roundup causes this. No, a jury is not a group of scientists studying it.
Right.
You know, scientists have found that glyphosate doesn't cause that.
Yeah.
And in fact, it's safer than what used to be used. A
Right.
lot safer.
Right.
And so they want us to go back to what we used to use, which
Which was
causes more
terrible.
problems.
Yeah, I grew up on a farm, and the stuff that we used was just awful. The friendships that I've made in this definitely extend outside. In fact, 4 of the people in the group, I have officiated their weddings. They met here and, you know, fell in love here and got married by me.
I have a friend on Facebook who's always posting about the problems for people with disabilities when there's scooters in the middle of the sidewalk.
Oh, yeah.
They're
There's
weird.
a girl on I-94 with one of them one day. I was driving to work. She's in the shoulder, and I was like, what are you doing? I was like, this is you know, origin of species and natural selection. Like,
Sharing my skepticism with like-minded skeptics is like finding the family members I didn't know I was missing.
The big problem with having autonomous cars is not so much that they can do it better than humans can, but it's how do you put all the edge cases in. The reason that I want cars that can drive themselves is because when I get old enough so that they normally would take my car away, they wouldn't have to do it.
So next week.
They're a good group of people, and we all think along the same lines, and we like Star Trek.
I think it's also important to expose oneself to a broad background of people, but once in a while, it's fun to talk to people who you can agree with and bounce ideas off of.
This is a group of people that I did not have before I started coming here, so that's the special thing for me.
I tell people I have to go to my skeptics meetup because I have friends that I only see there, or I don't see as often as I would want to, but I know they'll be there and I want to talk to them. I just want to hang out with my friends.
He used to be a Ghostbuster, or that's what he wanted to study in college, ghosts, and did a lot of ghost stuff. He found out you can't.